Program Director for Skywalkers Lacrosse, and Ohio State Buckeye lacrosse player, Molly McLaughlin. Welcome to the Crease.
Thank you, Rick. It's an honor to be here with you.
Okay. You played at Ohio State.
I did.
What do you remember about playing there, and how do you think that's kind of helped you to do what you're doing now?
I am a true lover of playing sports at the collegiate level. I am a hard, fast Buckeye. I bleed scarlet and gray. And to be able to help some young athletes be able to have that experience of competing at the highest level, of honoring their school, of being ambassadors of their university is such an amazing honor and a memory that you will never forget. 4 years, it's hard. You're balancing a lot. Traveling work schedule or traveling school schedule, your classes, your studies, and to be doing all of that while playing a sport, that's the most fun thing that you can do while you're a student athlete. It's one of the greatest things that I remember from being in college. And so to be able to help prepare some younger athletes to be able to get to that spot for their collegiate experience, it's a great thing that I have to be able to help them get there.
Now, your dad started Skywalkers.
Yes, he did. Yes,
I
Michael
believe
McLaughlin.
2000.
2000 was the first graduating class. So we started probably about the summer of '97. So it'll be 20 summers in 2017.
And everybody from that 2000 class got a Division I, played at Division I school.
Yes, everybody committed to play Division I lacrosse, and we were from Baltimore, Hartford, Carroll County, from all across, and different high schools, and we came together and had an unbelievable experience, and that journey carried on for the rest of the years after that. So, yes.
So, how important do you think it is for someone who's interested in lacrosse to play club lacrosse?
So I think that club lacrosse helps prepare you to be seen by college coaches. You're playing in events in the summer and in the fall, and they're showcase or tournament events where the recruiting from the college coaches takes place. You're also competing against the top level of competition from outside of the state of Maryland. You're competing against teams from across the country. And so attending some of those great events and tournaments where you're playing the best talent, you're training with and against them to compete against them, and you're being seen by the college coaches provides a great opportunity to be able to have that exposure to the college coaches for the recruiting purposes.
Okay, speaking of recruiting.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting younger and younger. There may be a rule change. What is your feeling about the young recruiting, and what do you tell your girls about the recruiting process?
Sure. Well, the recruiting process and the early recruiting is not initiated by the high schools or by the club lacrosse programs. It's something that was started with the college coaches coming after and looking for them. And certainly with the proposals that both the men and the women's College Lacrosse Association, the coaches have, and the pending vote that takes place in April, doesn't look like they are interested in continuing the early recruiting. And so just like with your interview with Coach Petramala, slowing down the recruiting process will enable the college coaches to be able to evaluate and see a prospective student athlete develop over a period of time and during those formative years in the beginning of high school, and also allow the family and the prospective student athlete to be able to get to learn a little bit about the opportunities, about the colleges, about the coaches, to see if it's a good fit for that family, as well as the college coach seeing and getting to learn a little bit more about the family and the prospective student athlete who they're inviting into their program. So I think if the rule should pass, it could be a benefit for the players to be able to have a little bit of time to breathe, to get to understand all of the opportunities that are around them, and to be able to allow them to develop and to be able to make a great informed decision with their family.
Okay, for the girls, helmets, they look like they're coming. What is your feeling about helmets? I like it. What is your feeling? It's different for each person.
It is. So U.S. Lacrosse has done a great job of providing some research backing the use of helmets and the medical information that is needed to be able to make a decision as what to do. the state of Florida instituted in 2015 headgear. So some of them have worn head helmets, some of them have worn soft helmets, some of them have worn headgear like headbands. In 2018, they're going to go to full helmets for the girls, and that's in conjunction with U.S. Lacrosse and the National Federation of High School Sports. So I think that that research that we'll be able to see after a period of time where hard helmets have been mandatory for the high school teams is going to be helpful. Girls lacrosse is the 5th highest rate of concussions in high school sports, behind football, ice hockey, boys lacrosse, and girls soccer. So certainly the research that is going into it to help players be safe is going to be very important to that. We actually do have girls, and you're seeing it more, that are opting to wear some of the headgear, some of the soft helmets, and it's something to be able to keep the players safe and to be able to help the sport continue to grow in a manner.
Okay, just got 2 more questions for you. I'll get you out of the crease.
Great.
Okay, dual sport athletes.
Yes.
Is that important? I know because club, they're playing a lot, but how important is it to you for kids to be dual sport athletes?
Most of our successful lacrosse players have been multi-sport athletes, and our most successful Skywalkers have been multi-sport athletes. Medical professionals encourage playing multiple sports to reduce overuse injuries. College coaches prefer multi-sport athletes. I think that when you play other sports, you have an opportunity to learn the same patterns that basketball, soccer, field hockey, lacrosse offer by being exposed to it, though, in a different element, on a different field or on a different court. And you get the experience from other coaches and different personalities and different perspectives of other coaches. So I am 100% in support of athletes playing multiple sports, because that's just going to make you a stronger athlete, more competitive, and ready to take the field.
Last thing, what do you want your girls, your Skywalker girls, Club Lacrosse girls, what do you want them to get out of the whole experience? What do you want them to get?
Well, I can speak from the part of the Skywalkers, on behalf of the Skywalkers. Our experience is not about winning, but it's about establishing a dream and working hard to obtain that. It takes passion for a sport. It's going to take commitment to be dedicated to achieve that success, and it's going to take commitment and to be able to find that success at the long run. So all of those things, the passion, the dedication, the commitment that you have to put into a sport, don't just last on the time when you're on the field, but that helps you become a successful, independent, confident young woman after you play lacrosse in life. And I think that the journey that a Skywalker takes is going to teach you the passion, the commitment, the dedication to be successful after you finish playing lacrosse, but to find success in life after that.
Molly, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
In the crease.
Thanks, Rick. It was really great.